Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Yoga with Anna here at PCSNM, the People's Congregation of Shakers and Movers here at 63 Washington Street in Weymouth Landing. So I want to welcome you back to another Wednesday of movement and slowing down. So thanks for joining me today. So before we get into our practice, of course, we have announcements. And tonight we have the Wednesday mid-vibe check with Matt. And that is at 6:30 to 8:30. It doesn't get started right away at 6:30, I believe. So just to give people a little space to arrive. And then we have Soul Saturday, 12 to 3. Where we come to congregate here with our DJ this week, who is going to be DJ Jack Masterflash. So woo! Come and spin in the vinyl on our altar, which is so exciting. So we'll be dancing away on Saturday and getting together to congregate and meet with community, have some conversations, maybe some nibbles, and raise the vibration. So on that, please remember to RSVP because it's important that we know that you're coming and that you're accounted for, so we know that you are here. Even if you're watching this, maybe you can RSVP so that we know that you watched or you participated. Wherever you are, we are so excited to be able to offer this program with these programs for you for free or lower cost to members because it's important for us to be able to offer this. And we thank our members for making this possible, because if it wasn't for our members, we wouldn't be able to reach out to our communities. So for those that have a tougher time getting to studios or participating in any kind of breath work, sound healing, yoga movement, and anything that benefits you as a whole, we're very grateful to be able to be here and offer these programs. So on that, a nice deep breath in and out as we land wherever we arrive, whether it be on a chair, in bed, or on a mat. So I think that you who are here with me know that these movements can be translated in any way. So if you're on your back and we're standing or doing something differently and you're lying down or in a chair, you're always free to move your body however it feels comfortable to you. Nobody's watching, nobody's judging, and nobody's going to tell you that you're doing it wrong. And one of the things that I've encountered recently, and I often encounter it, is people saying that they can't do it. And I don't like to use the word can't. And if I do use the word can't, there's always a yet at the end of the sentence. And what I'd like to make clear and put that out in the air, in the universe, is that you don't need to be flexible to do yoga or mindful movement. It's important to keep yourself mobile, because without your mobility, there's no flexibility. And really, the aim is not to be flexible. The aim is to keep yourself mobile. And then on top of that, there's extra benefits. There's slowing down. There's tapping into your breath. There's slowing down the mind and calming the mind. And the biggest benefit of all of this coming together is the empowering of you learning how to regulate your nervous systems, because it's our nervous systems that really end up suffering and are affecting our physiology, affecting our bodies, and inviting disease in when our nervous system starts to affect our autonomic nervous system. So that's in severe cases of high stress. So this practice, just like breath work, sound healing, and all the other practices, really help you slow down, help you tap into your breath. And all of that, what it does is begin to regulate your nervous system. It also brings in the focus of your self-care. They do call me the Self Care Doula for a reason, is because I'm here to help you with your self-care. If you don't feel supported, reach out. Reach out to me. You can email us and we will support you. If you have any questions about movement, if you have any questions about breath work, message us, leave a comment. We welcome that engagement so that you know that we're here for you. So, all right. So on that, we will begin by remembering that we are here for our self-care to alleviate stress so that we can come back into a healthy whole body and begin again tomorrow and feeling much better and much calmer and much clearer in mind and body. So I invite you, wherever you are, seated, lying down, legs extended, or however is comfortable for you, to just begin to tap into your breath. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. And begin to sense your breath. If it helps to take a deep breath and sigh to begin to feel that rhythm, you can. So a nice deep breath in and sighing it out. Releasing the shoulders, letting the hands go wherever they feel comfortable. Beginning to notice the sensations in your mouth, moistening your lips, maybe swallowing. And then notice the breath coming in through the nose and how it leaves the body out of the nose. Notice the sounds around you. Notice the temperature around you, surrounding your skin. And just becoming an observer. We take our external observations and bring them back, noticing how we're breathing without judgment. And as you exhale, feeling the body gently relax and soften. Notice how you can tap into your heartbeat. Feel the sensation of anything that's supporting you underneath and its support. And on the next breath, allow yourself to lengthen through the spine, through the crown of the head. Feeling nice and tall through your body, through your spine. Allowing the thoughts of your days past to be let go, and letting the thoughts of the future to release as well, so that you can be in this present moment, nurturing yourself and nurturing your nervous system. Releasing the thinking mind. And noticing how expansive you are beyond your body. Your energy moves beyond your body. Inviting you to come to your intention. And if you need to shift at any time, please feel free to shift your body so that you can get comfortable. Allow your jaw to release. Allow your tongue to feel heavy in the back of the mouth, maybe relaxing the tip behind the back of the front teeth. And feeling the brows gently loosen and relax. The cheeks are soft and your jaw soft and loose. Noticing if there's any tension anywhere and just shifting and releasing. Lowering the shoulders. Inviting you to come to your intention, your why. And saying something kind to yourself. If it feels good to bring the hand to the heart and to the belly, or both to the heart space, you're very welcome to, so that you can connect to yourself more deeply. Through your breath, through your inner voice, speaking kind words. What do you need to hear today? What do you want to hear for your self-care? How do you want to feel today? And tap into the sensation of how you want to feel. Energized, more joyful, more relaxed, more loving to yourself and others. Say something kind, because you deserve it and you are worth it. If you've taken your hands to the heart, gently release them. A nice deep breath in and out, and swallowing at the back of the throat. And begin to gently soften the eyes by opening the lid slowly. And then swaying the body, feeling the weight shift underneath you. We're just beginning to bring in some gentle movements as you breathe in and breathe out. All right, so if you're on your backs, you can stay there, and we're going to get on our backs. And just making sure that you don't want any interruptions. Come to a comfortable position wherever you are. Definitely stay seated if you're more comfortable there. Allow the arms to fall by your side. And take the palms up. Tuck the shoulders underneath the body. A slight tuck of the chin. And feel how heavy your body feels on the mat or in the bed. And then beginning to bring that movement, rotations of the ankles, movement of the fingers, and maybe rotating. You can bend the knees, rotating the wrists, and then bring the knees into chest. Rock side to side. Hands on the knees in circles. One direction and then the other. And then maybe separating the knees and circling the knees any direction that feels comfortable for you. Let's take the legs up to the sky and give a little flexion of the feet. And you can support your legs by taking your hands behind your thighs if you'd like. Soft bend in the knees, and you can gently pull the legs towards your body. Flex point, and rotate the ankles both directions. And then bend the knees again and little side to side rock or circles again. And then allow the soles of the feet to come down to the mat. Take your arms over your head as I push the blocks away. And then allow the feet to separate and gently begin to take the knees to the right and to the left. Again, arms can be anywhere that's comfortable for you. My movement is just a suggestion, so do what feels good to you. And then come back to center, lower the arms by your side. Walk the feet towards the buttocks and we'll begin some pelvic tilts. Without raising the hips off of the mat, we're going to gently just rotate the hips forward so the low back flattens, and then rotate the hips back to create that arch in the spine. So nice gentle hip movements forward and back, honoring wherever you are today. Nice deep breaths with your own rhythm of breathing. Doesn't have to match mine, especially because I'm speaking, so my breath is going to sound different than yours. Our rhythms are going to be different. All right, let's shift those hips back and create that arch, and palms are flat beside you. Tuck the chin. From here, let's gently rotate those hips forward, create that low back, that flat low back, and then take the chin up a little higher than where it was, and then gently come back to center, lower the chin, take the hips back, and then take the hips back into neutral position. From here, lift the hips up, feel the knees shift forward, and then gently lower down. Inhale, a lift. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Again, 2 more. Maybe a little higher this time, and then lower. Last one, a lift. Chest travels towards the chin, and then lower. Extend the legs. Take a full body stretch, arms over the head. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then arms wherever they would like to land. I'm going to leave my arms up and butterfly my legs. Take the soles of the feet to touch. And you can rock the hips side to side, or you can flutter the legs. Or find stillness. I'm going to take my arms into cactus arms. Nice deep breaths. Bring the knees back, bring them into chest, and tighten into a little ball. So wherever your hands land, and Getting into a little ball is okay. A slight tuck of the chin, or tuck the chin to create a nice linear back so it's nice and long. And then expand to a full body stretch. Right knee to chest. Squeeze the knee in. Flex both feet and lengthen through that left leg. Breathe in and exhale out. Extend that right leg, arms over the head, full body stretch, and then reach for that left knee to chest. Lengthen through that right leg, flexing the foot. Flex both feet and squeeze, elbows drawing close to the body. Release, full body stretch. Let's repeat. Right knee to chest. This time point and flex the toes, the foot, and rotate. Flex, point, and rotate. Let's take the knee out to the right side body, and I like to place my left palm on my left hip so that it doesn't begin to rise as I move. So just mindfully, slowly taking that knee out, and you can flex the foot here. Flex the left foot as well. And now that you feel that hip nice and grounded, take that left arm up over your head. Nice deep breaths. Bring that left arm to squeeze that right knee into chest. Full body stretch. Reach for left knee to chest. Flex both feet and then begin to bring that movement to the left foot, rotating, pointing and flexing. Same thing, taking that left knee out to the left side, flex both feet and lengthen through that right leg. So it's not about how far you take it, just wherever the leg is comfortable. And then slowly bring it back. Take a little squeeze into chest. And then full body stretch. Arms by your side and bend both knees, windshield wiper. So you can move the arms actually wherever they're comfortable for you. Windshield wiper side to side again. Extend the legs. And then we're going to reach towards our toes without lifting, or with only lifting the head and the shoulders. So arms are by your side, and then you're going to lift the upper body, just the shoulders and the head, to reach towards the toes. And we begin 1 and 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. And inhale 5. And take a full body stretch. You can point the toes, lengthen through the arms over the head. And then take the knees into chest and begin to rock up and down. If this doesn't feel good, then just come up to seated. And then we're going to find ourselves in tabletop. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Fingers are nice and wide. Hips over the knees. Feet can be flat or toes curled under. Let's cat-cow here on the inhale. Abdomen's going to drop, tail's going to tilt, and you're going to take the gaze up to the sky to extend. Exhale, chin's going to move towards the chest, finding either neutral spine or rounding in. And you can do this with feet flat or curled in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gently come to neutral spine or round. Do what's comfortable for you. This is your hour of movement and dedication to self-care. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in or find your neutral spine. Two more. One more. And come back to neutral spine. Let's curl the toes under, walk the hands forward, shift the hips back, and take a puppy pose, melting the heart towards the mat. You can lower the head and shift side to side just to feel what that movement feels like and what you like about the movement that feels good in your body. Walk the hands towards the knees, and let's take a wide-legged child's pose. Let's take the knees wide to the width of the mat, or just larger width than your hips, and then let the toes touch. Shift the hips back, extend the arms forward, and begin to lower the body, lower the head. And if you're hanging up here, see if you can find a pillow to support your body and your head, or just your head. You can use a block to support the head. So depending on if you're up here, you just want to make sure that there's no tension in the upper body, and just trying to relax as much as possible. So find what works for you. Shift the hips back towards the heels. Find that resting place for you. Extend the arms. I always like to tilt my hands towards each other where the index finger and thumbs touch. I don't know why, but it feels good, so that's what I like to do. And then begin to gently shift the hips side to side just to feel and sense what you feel. So I sense a little bit of tension in my body in those hip joints, so I'm just shifting back and forth. And as I shift back and forth, I notice that that tension is subsiding. So I just let the hips go and then find my stillness. Breathing deeply, exhaling long, inhaling, filling the abdomen, feeling the expansion of the rib cage as you breathe nice and deep, feeling the chest fill and then exhaling it all out. Nice long exhale, inhale. Feel the back of the rib cage expand. And slow exhale out. On the next breath, let's walk the hands over to the right side. Let that left hand layer over left and take a bow and find that resting pose for you. Shift that left hip towards the left heel. Extend that left arm so you could feel that stretch in the left side body. Walk the hands back to center and walk them all the way to the left side, reaching with that right hand over left. Take a bow. Feel that right hip reach towards the right heel. And then walk back to center. Walk hands back and bring the knees close together. Find yourself in tabletop. Circle the hips. They could be small circles or large circles. And then maybe you want to bring in another movement. Maybe you can create the shape of a figure 8 with the body, pulling the hips back and moving forward. And then maybe getting the shoulders into it and rounding the spine and extending and moving the neck. So anything that feels good to move the body in the areas where you're feeling that stress, which usually it's in the shoulders, feeling that tension there, release. Shifting the hips back and shifting forward. Let's take the hands and rotate them, fingers forward. We're going to bring them to point towards us. So if this is uncomfortable, just rotate as far as you can. We're just giving the wrists a stretch. So just walk them however it feels comfortable to you. And then find that sweet spot. And then begin to shift the hips gently back. Just as far back as you feel that stretch in the forearms and down towards the wrist. So that could feel uncomfortable. You can shift forward to release some of that tension and then shift back. And use your breath. Maybe gazing at the top of the mat while you're doing this. And then rotate those hands in. So fingers point towards each other. And then gently extending the arms as you shift back. And then shift forward. And then turning the hands back, fingers point towards the mat. So if there's any wrist issues or anything like that, you can totally skip that and just do some other kind of movement that feels more comfortable to you. All right, so we're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees to hover, pull the navel in. So a little upper body strength here. On the next breath, press the hips up, take your downward facing dog. Heels don't have to touch the floor. Just extend the heels towards the floor to give the hamstrings a nice stretch, those Achilles tendons, and then walk your feet. Lift one heel after the other, untuck the chin, bend the knees as much as it feels good, pull the navel in. Let's walk the feet to meet the hands, take a forward fold at the top of the mat. Nice deep breaths. Let the upper body feel heavy. Pull the navel in and notice how that feels as you lengthen the crown towards the earth and soft bend in the knees. You can release the arms and take a sway. You can reach elbow to elbow in one hand, opposite hands, and sway. Do what feels good to your body. Release the hands. Hands come to the shins. Lengthen, half lift. Lengthen through the crown. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Pull the navel in and tilt the tail. Inhale and exhale. Forward fold again. Bend the knees and gently begin to roll up slowly. Same breath, same inhale. Extend the arms out and up. Palms touch. Lift those quads, tone the legs, and hands come to heart. Take a moment here. You can close your eyes or soften the gaze. Inhale, gently reach up. Gently reaching back. Press the hips forward and slow swan dive down. Watch the horizon disappear and then lower the eyes for your forward fold. Bend one knee and then the other. Roll up all the way up. Reach out and reach up. Palms touch and then press the walls away, lowering the arms by your side, coming into mountain pose. All right. Now I'm going to take this. So mountain pose at the top of the mat. Allow your arms to be by your side. Pull navel in and up. Shoulders draw towards the ears, and then round them. Roll them back. Reach those wrists down towards the earth. The hands, the fingers reach down. And breathe. Pull those quads. Feel the insteps lift. Inhale, arms come up. Swan dive down, forward fold. Hands on the shins, half lift. Exhale, let's plant the palms and step it back with that right foot. Lower that right knee down. Shift forward and back. So we're in a nice low lunge. You can either curl the toes under or keep the foot flat. And then stack that knee, that front knee over the ankle. Ground that right palm. We're going to take that left hand into the inner thigh or inside of the knee and gently press the leg out. Breathing nice and deep. And then come back to center, shift the hips back. Again, you can use a block here on both sides to lift the body up, or just use your hands. Take a nice deep breath to lengthen through the crown, and then take a bow on the exhale. Shift that left hip back. Inhale, lift the gaze, shift forward. And then let's curl the toes under that right foot, lift that right knee, and then extend that front leg. Take the forehead towards the knee. You can bend the knee to tuck the chin and touch the forehead. And that's what you're really looking for, is a tuck of the chin so that the forehead can, the spine will round in the upper body, creating space so that you can reach towards the knee. If the forehead isn't touching, bend the knee, touch the forehead, and then gently press it back. Just as far as it's comfortable. You can stay right here. If this is where you are making contact, stay right there. And it is an uncomfortable feeling because you're stimulating the throat, the thyroid, the communication center, the thymus gland. Lift the gaze. Bend into that front knee. Back foot steps forward. Take a forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins for your half lift. Let's root to rise. Come all the way up. Extend the arms up. Palms touch. Palms come to heart. Nice deep breath in and out. Notice how one leg feels over the other. Another deep breath in as we reach up. Reach back, press the hips forward, and you can either swan dive or keep the hands together to come to a forward fold. All up to you. In the forward fold, bend one knee, then the other. And then take the hands to the shins to lengthen for your half lift. Draw those shoulders back, tilt the tail, pull the navel in. So notice as you tilt the tail, those hamstrings are going to lift and you're going to feel a little pull there. Nice deep breath, lengthen through the crown, shoulders draw back, and then take another breath. And as you exhale, forward fold again. Ground the palms, left foot steps back, drop that left knee. Shift back and forth. And then take your half split. Again, you can use your blocks, keep them close, not far away, like I just did. And take that right hip back. Lengthen through the crown on your in-breath and take a bow. Lift the gaze to the top of your mat. Shift forward, stack right knee over that right ankle. Take that right hand as you ground the left palm so that you can gently press that leg off to the right side. So gently, gently, nothing forcing, just a gentle press. You could even take the foot to its outside edge if that feels good to you. Bring it back and curl the toes under of that back foot. Lift back knee. Begin to extend that front leg. Take a nice deep breath in, tuck the chin as deeply as you can, and take the forehead towards the knee. Remember, you can bend into the knee to make contact. And then see how far you can press it away and go as far as you're able, as the body allows, and then stay there. Little shift of that right hip back. Another tuck of the chin to stimulate the throat. One more breath. You got this. Lift the gaze. Inhale. Top of the mat. Back foot steps forward. Forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, lengthen, half lift, and then let's root to rise. Reach up. Arms stay up. Right hand to left wrist. Inhale, lengthen left side, and arch over to the right. Come to center. Switch. Inhale, lengthen right side, arch over to the left side, and then come back to center, open up cactus arms, and then elbows together to open up the backs of the shoulders. Press the palms together if you feel that's comfortable, and then open up again for cactus, reach back up, swan dive down, forward fold. Hands on the shins, half lift, lengthen, tilt the tail, lengthen through the crown, pull that navel in, and forward fold again to plant the palms, step both feet back, find your plank, or drop the knees. So you can hold your plank if you would like. Again, remember, do what you feel is comfortable for you. I'm going to shift my hips back as I drop my knees. I want to lengthen my body back. Inhale one more time and sweep it forward. Take an up dog, tuck the elbows, maybe lift the knees, or you can just take that grounded up dog. Let's press into a down dog. Again, you can skip the down dog and leave the knees grounded and shift back. So do what feels good to you. Inhale, heels high, switch the gaze between the hands and lower the knees. Shift the hips back. Walk the hands towards the knees, lift the body up. Inhale, arms up. My toes are tucked under. That might feel uncomfortable to you, so you can do this flat. Elbows together. Arms come back up, lift the body up, and reach back. Cactus arms again. Reach back up, gaze forward, float the arms down, find your tabletop again, curl toes under, and lift the knees to hover. Press to down dog. Walk feet to meet the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Hands on the shins, half lift, and then root to rise. Come all the way up. Palms touch, palms come to heart, and lower the arms by your side. Okay, so what we're going to do next is a little combination of balance and movement. So from mountain pose, and this is what it's going to look like. As we breathe in and reach up, the right leg is going to come up, and then we're going to reach back, and that right leg is going to step back to a warrior one position, which means that the back foot is going to angle, okay? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We'll add some movement in between. Arms by your side, inhale, right leg lifts. So remember, do what's comfortable for you, so you can just lift the heel if that feels good to you. Reach up, take your balance if you'd like, kick that right leg back, find your warrior one position. And breathe. So I'm going to lower my hands to the hips, and you can join me just while I explain a little bit of that low back compression if there is low back pain. When the stance is narrower, it compresses the low spine. So if there's any issue there, you can take the foot to the outer edge of the mat to create more space between the feet and lessen the compression of the spine. So I'm going to stay right here. Hips are facing forward, so draw that left hip back. Arms come back up. And front knee bends, strength through that back outer edge. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, lengthen, pull navel in, and we're going to hinge halfway. Then we're going to reach back and take flight. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Reach up, gaze up, find your cactus arms, and then reach back up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge halfway. Inhale, reach back, and then reach back up. Find your cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge halfway. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, all the way up. Inhale, cactus arms. Reach back up. Hinge halfway. Find your flight. Come back up. And then from here, let's open up to the left side. Come back up, center, lower the arms down, back foot steps front, forward fold. Roll all the way up, or reverse swan dive, whatever feels good. Reach up, and then press the walls away. Lower the arms down. Mountain pose. So find your mountain pose, and we begin opposite side. Inhale, shift the weight to the right, lift that left leg up as you reach up, and then you step back and find your warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge halfway. Inhale, take flight. Exhale, reach up. Find your cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge halfway. Take flight, reach back, and then come all the way back up. Find your cactus. One more, reach up. Exhale, hinge halfway. Reach back, take flight. Come all the way back up. Find your cactus arms and find your warrior one position. Gazing forward. Float the arms down, bracket front foot steps back, find your plank. You can lower knees here, shift the hips back, or press into your down dog. Sweep it forward for your up dog if you'd like, if you're with me, and meet you back in down dog. Walk your dog. Walk feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins, and then root to rise. Come all the way up, hands to heart. Step it back with that left foot, and then turn the body so that you're in a wide-legged stance, and parallel the feet. All right, nice deep breath in. Reach up and tone the legs, reach back. And then lower the arms, gaze forward, hands on the hips. Bring those heels in so that you can bend to the right side. And then come to center and bend to the left side. Then come back to center, parallel that right foot to the top of the mat, and then bend into that right side. So option here to go lower and take a dip, balance, hands at the heart. So you could stay in standing and just lean in and then switch sides. You're gonna lift. You can lift up and just switch, or maneuver yourself to that left side and take your balance. So strong right leg, nice deep breath, and then you're going to shift back up. Come to center, lift, extend the arms for star pose. Arms come back to touch and lower the arms. Shift the heels in if they're not there already, and you're going to take a dip. You're going to reach back up and lift. Exhale, lower the arms, bend the knees, and lift back up. And let's do one more. And lift and reach, star pose again. Open up that heart. Bring the hands to touch. Hands come to heart. And breathe. Inhale, reach back up. Reach back, float the arms behind you. You can interlace the fingers here and reach those shoulders back, tone the legs, pull those quads up, take the gaze up. On the exhale, we take a bow. Option here to just release the hands and bring them to the low back. And then parallel the feet. Lower the hands in front of you and begin to gently shift the weight forward towards the toes. Lower the head. Walk the hands over to the right side and bow. Take them all the way over to the left side. Bow. And then walk them all to the right side. Again, pivot that right foot, back foot pivots automatically. Step it back and lower the knees. Take a wide-legged child's pose. Let the toes touch. Shift the hips back and rest. Palms can come together here. Bend at the elbows. Reach prayer hands behind you. Walk elbows forward. Shift the hips back. And a little sway just to kind of feel your stretch in your hips or find your stillness. Release the hands. Walk the hands back toward your knees. Knees shift closer together so that you can shift the hips to one side and swing the legs around to find the center of your mat. All right. Let's reach forward and come all the way down. So heart forward, shoulders back, come all the way down, ground the toes. Slowly we go, pull a navel in. Knees to chest. Rock it out. Take the legs up to the sky. Arms can be anywhere that feel good to you. Take 3 breaths here. Lower the soles of the feet back to the mat. A little separation of the feet to windshield wiper, side to side. And then come back to center. Pigeon pose. So we're taking a supine pigeon. Take that right ankle to the top of the left thigh. You're going to reach through the thighs so that you can interlace the fingers underneath the left thigh. Flex both feet. Slight tuck of the chin. And with the assistance of that right arm, you can gently press that right leg away as you draw that left thigh in. Drop the shoulders down, away from the ears. So if you're doing this, lower down, relax the neck and shoulders, relax the head, and pull slowly and compassionately. Let's release the hands, lower the left foot down. Extend the arms to a T, keep the legs in a figure 4, and take the knees to the right side slowly. Take the gaze over to the left side. So I took about 3 breaths. Now we're going to come back to center and switch. Left ankle to the top of the right thigh. Weave the hands through the legs. Interlace the fingers. Underneath that right thigh, flex both feet and pull towards you. Drop the shoulders down. Tuck the chin. Relax the shoulders and the head. And breathe through the tightness so that it can release. Third breath here. Begin to lower that right leg. Release the hands. Extend the arms to a T position and knees come over to the left side, gazing over to the right side. Third breath, come back to center, release the legs, take a full body stretch. Arms over the head and legs extend, arms by your side. As you take the legs back up, bend the knees and reach for the outsides of your feet or peace finger your toes. That's my favorite. And then we gently separate the knees and rock it out. Option here to extend one leg as you bring the other in. And switch. And extend both if you'd like. And come back to your happy baby. Rock it out. And release. Take the legs back up to the sky. Take the arms over the head and reach for the elbows. A little movement to the feet. Cycle the legs. Both directions. And then float the legs back down, full body stretch. We're going to do the same thing we did at the beginning of class, flexing the feet and lift the head and shoulders and reach. Nice deep breath in. This time exhale twice out of the mouth from one breath. Nice deep breath in. And we reach a little further. Reach. Exhale. Reach. Last one. And come back to your backs. And arms by your side. Allow the body to gently relax as I close class. To stay here as long as you would like. When you're ready, you can bend the knees and roll over to your right side and come back to seated. Bringing my hands to the heart center. I want to thank you for joining me here today. I'm so grateful for you for always showing up for yourself. Let's seal class together. Hands at the third eye, please, together. For us to remember to think kindly and compassionately to our lips, to speak kind words and in compassion, and to our hearts, to remember to live life with intention through love, joy, inner strength, inner wisdom, compassion, and grace, and lots of courage. Namaste.